come along with me to see how this world tests human nature against temptation. They organized a live street prank show, spending an absolute fortune hiring elite top-tier beauties for this ultimate challenge.
Now watch closely as they send these women to approach random guys.
If you let lust blind you and follow them to a hotel, there are no bouncers waiting for you. Instead, you and I will watch your ultimate embarrassing social downfall broadcast live to the world. Let's find out together if there are still good men left on Earth, because today, you are the target.
You are eating skewers at a street food stall when suddenly, a young woman steps right in front of you.
Hey, handsome, do you mind if I sit down and have a drink with you? Watch closely. Bai Ningbing stares at you with a pure, innocent look as you raise your head to size her up. Get ready, because today we're about to witness an unbelievable story. This girl, Bai Ningbing, who looks about 18 years old, is actually flirting with strangers in the middle of the night. Look, there are only two options. Either she is trying to seduce you, or she just wants a free meal. Look, there are only two options. Either she is trying to seduce you, or she just wants a free meal. All right, you and I are about to see an upright guy with such firm principles. He has only one option: reject her completely. Just as you prepare to speak, a cold, mechanical voice echoes inside your mind. Congratulations to the host for activating the principal system. Starting a new mission, all you have to do is reject the girl and give her a massive lecture. Your rewards depend on the final rating, and trust me, what happens next is going to leave you completely frozen. But your eyes light up immediately. After all, you are a veteran reader with 10 years of web novel experience. You know this classic system trope inside out, making your decision to reject her even more firm. But in those few seconds you took to think, the entire audience believed you fell for Bai Ningbing's beauty, and the stream chat completely exploded. Look at his reaction. She definitely bewitched him. Do not tell me he is giving in to temptation this fast. Production crew, hurry up and change the contestant right now. Everything looks like a total disaster, but trust me, you and I are about to see him completely freeze the entire room. Let us dive into this scene where you stare coldly at Bai Ningbing, telling her there is no beer left.
That response completely shatters the expectations of the crowd. No way he actually did it.
I never expected him to reject us so harshly. You would think he would hesitate a little. What an unexpected reaction. He actually said no. This guy is a total legend for resisting such a beauty. Massive respect. The live chat completely flips out, absolutely stunned by your incredible determination. Meanwhile, Bai Ningbing is absolutely seething. She cannot accept that a school beauty like herself just got rejected by an ordinary guy. Refusing to accept defeat, she pouts cutely and leans in closer, calling you a mean guy. Watch closely, because she asks if you have beer, begging for a sip in exchange for buying you dinner. You just look at her with pure indifference. Talk about epic. The next second, you chug the remaining beer right in front of her. Witness how he downs an entire bottle of beer in seconds, leaving behind absolutely not a single drop. Bai Ningbing is left completely frozen, as if paused. Suddenly, she points her finger at you in pure accusation. What a stingy guy, but her anger does not bother you at all as you scold her right to her face. So young, yet instead of studying, you are out here covered in tattoos and acting like a common delinquent. Now, you and I can agree she crossed a line, wandering alone at night, begging strangers for alcohol. If I were your father, I would break your legs. Right as you finish speaking, the system notification rings in your mind, stating you defended social justice by scolding a rebel, earning a B rank. Keep up the good work. This harsh lecture leaves Bai Ningbing so baffled that she barely recovers before trying to defend herself. How dare you yell at me like that? Do you even know who I am? To this, you only offer a cold sneer. I do not care who the hell you are. Get out of my sight right now and stop bothering me. The moment you deliver that icy response, the live stream audience is left completely speechless. Oh my God, what a stingy man. He cannot even offer her a simple cup of beer.
That was savage, but trust me, we both know he had every right to put her in her place.
Let's be real, you and I both know that flirting with random strangers at midnight is the real weird part here.
All right, you and I are diving into a wild story. While the stream chat explodes, you give a legendary lecture to boost your system score. You are a minor, and instead of studying hard, you were out late wasting time with complete strangers.
Do you have no self-respect? Your parents worked so hard to raise you. Is this how you repay their sacrifices?
After this scolding, the system levels you up. Meanwhile, Bai Ningbing is losing her mind over your words because, for starters, she is already an adult, and to her, grabbing a drink at a street stall or a bar is completely normal. So she finally snaps and completely explodes with rage right then and there. Did you travel here from the Qing dynasty? We are in the 21st century. How can anyone be so old-fashioned? I suggest you watch more TikTok to open your mind. Go see how men think in other countries. What is wrong with having a drink outside? I go to bars alone all the time. This is ridiculous. You did not expect Bai Ningbing to be a regular at bars. You frown immediately. Bars are full of shady people. Have you even thought about what happens if some creep is watching you? Or do you just not care? I really pity your parents for raising such a rebellious and troublesome girl. As soon as you finish speaking, the system alert rings in your mind once again. Congratulations to the host for successfully lecturing Binding Thing. Now watch closely here. You score an S rank, 15,000 cash, and a luxury ride right before your phone buzzes. You pull it out to check. And yes, it is the confirmation of the 15,000 sent by the system. At the exact same time, out of nowhere, a Lamborghini key appears right in your pocket. Holding back your excitement, you head straight for the nearby parking lot to find your new toy, but Bai Ningbing immediately sticks to you like glue. She finally remembers her mission is to seduce you into failing, not to listen to your boring lectures. So she adopts a sweet, submissive tone. You are so right, handsome. I never realized that before. Your lecture made me realize I was wrong. You looked so cool talking to me like that. Hey, do you have a girlfriend? How about someone like me? But no matter how sweet she talks or tries to flirt, you show absolutely zero reaction. Without stopping, you march toward the parking lot because right now there is no room in your heart for anyone else. Even the most beautiful woman cannot compare to your new Lamborghini, though she does not seem angry at all. Instead, she starts confessing passionately. Turns out this girl is on a live challenge show and you are her target. Her goal today is to seduce you and make you crazy for her. I know what you are thinking. She is trying her hardest to tempt you, but you completely ignore her for your new ride. From your perspective, no beauty in the world can beat such an impressive machine. Right now, you are searching the mall parking lot for the brand new Lamborghini from the system. And Bai Ningbing follows like a shadow. It is late. Why do you not go to sleep? Why follow me? Fed up with the situation, you confront Bai Ningbing. She pretends to be deeply offended. Please, handsome, I had a fight with my parents and ran away from home. I do not have a single penny. I feel like you are a good person. Can I stay at your place? Hearing Bai Ningbing's words, your steps begin to slow down. Seeing this, she rushes over and clings to your arm, shaking it cutely and begging you to let her stay. And what a move! Meanwhile, the audience watching her performance completely loses their minds. Oh my God, this is cheating! She is playing dirty to lure him into a trap. The prettier they are, the better they lie. Her acting skills are next level. On your end, you think about it and nod. If you are not lying, I will let you stay tonight. But you leave as soon as the sun rises. Hearing this, a spark of victory appears in her eyes. In her mind, you have just fallen straight into her trap. The live stream viewers go wild with excitement seeing this. I knew he could not be trusted. Undeniable proof. Tonight will reveal his true colors, and the show crew is going to catch him red-handed. And trust me, after some searching, you finally spot your brand new super tough. All right, you and I are about to dive into a crazy world of high society drama. It starts with this race-ready green Lamborghini and a guy decked out in luxury designer gear. The most hilarious part? He is literally flaunting the car keys right on his belt. The female viewers on the live stream immediately lose it, calling him the ultimate successful gentleman. A young billionaire heir with a supercar. Everyone is wondering who the lucky girl will be. They say this is real wealth, claiming the ordinary guy being tested on stream is not even in his league.
Meanwhile, the guys in the chat are totally hating, calling him just another spoiled rich kid.
They argue that a real man builds himself up, praising our main character for working hard despite his beat-up car.
While the chat goes wild, you walk straight up to the wealthy heir and ask him to step aside.
The chat completely explodes over this single line. How does this crazy guy dare to talk to a billionaire like that? The viewers are begging him to chill out and let the wealthy young master enjoy his luxury ride in peace. Right now, everyone watching thinks you are just showing off to avoid looking pathetic. But pay attention here, because what this rich guy does next is going to leave us completely speechless.
He politely steps back, but the female lead, Bai Ningbing, cannot take it anymore and demands to know what you are doing.
She asks why you told him to move, and you casually reply that he is blocking your car. Hearing this, not only does Bai Ningbing lose her cool, but the entire chat starts going absolutely chaotic. They wonder if the supercar's actually yours, but immediately dismiss it because you look totally broke. How could a guy like you drive this? Even Bai Ningbing, standing right there, refuses to believe it. Faced with her doubts and complaints, you decide she's not even worth ignoring.
You calmly pull out the Lamborghini key and click the button, making the bright green butterfly doors glide upward majestically. At that sight,
the stream viewers freeze in shock, never imagining that this limited edition Lamborghini actually belongs to you. In this exact moment, Bai Ningbing stands there completely wide-eyed. She cannot believe the ordinary passerby chosen for their reality test has such an insane background. Meanwhile, the wealthy young master standing nearby is just as stunned. Realizing you are the actual owner of this supercar, he immediately introduces himself and invites you to join his elite club.
Looking to grow your network, you readily accept the invitation from young masters Shenmo Bai.
You and I both know why his attitude flipped, but Bai Ningbing is totally lost as you swap contact info. She asks if the car is really that valuable, unaware it is a legendary Lamborghini Veneno. Only 4 exist worldwide, costing over $4 million, and having money does not guarantee you can even buy one. Hearing the description, the online viewers are utterly shell-shocked. You do not care about the stream and just want to go home, but the problem is you have had a drink. So you look at Bai Ningbing, confirm she can drive, and toss her the keys. After saying goodbye to Shenmo Bai, she takes the wheel and drives you home. They quickly follow the map, but when they pull up to a dilapidated apartment complex, her expression completely drops. He drives a $4 million masterpiece, but lives in a crumbling old shack. It is hard to believe such a wealthy heir lives here, leaving the female lead entirely baffled by the contrast. Over on the livestream, the chat begins whispering that this has to be some sort of joke. Why would a rich heir live in this dump? He definitely just borrowed that car from someone else. No true billionaire would live like this, but despite her endless doubts, Bai Ningbing still has to follow you upstairs against her wishes to complete her broadcasting mission. You open the door to reveal a tiny, incredibly modest room with just a kitchen and bath, making Bai Ningbing show her clear disgust at the scene.
Worried about her safety in this sketchy place,
the production crew rushes their staff to the building, ready to break the door down if you try anything weird. But you never show even a single hint of bad intentions toward her. After cleaning up, you tell her to take the couch and leave at dawn. What did you and I think of this absolute boss move? Let's dive in and see how this ultra-straightforward guy has his entire chat losing their minds over his steel attitude. Exactly, not everyone thinks with their pants. Hearing his brutally honest words, Bai Ningbing is left completely frozen. She never imagined a school beauty adored by thousands like her would be rejected so mercilessly. Refusing to accept defeat, she decides to play dirty. She says she is taking a bath, warning him not to look. The stream catches her intentions instantly. Damn, who could actually resist that? It is over. He is done for. She is going all out and playing hard. One slip and he fails. She was tired all day. What is wrong with taking a shower? Is that banned too? Come on, is that a plan? She is literally here to test him. What is the big deal with using a few little tricks? While everyone argues, she heads to the shower. Now pay attention here. 30 minutes later, she steps out wrapped in a towel, camera in hand, only to find you already fast asleep in bed. And not just that, you are actually snoring out loud. Instantly, her face completely contorts. Meanwhile, the stream viewers are absolutely dying of laughter in the chat. This is legendary. She prepared everything so carefully, only for it to end like this. I am cracking up. I thought we would get a passionate romance, but it is pure comedy. On the other hand, the female viewers are speechless. Is this guy even a real man? I cannot deal with him. Get a replacement. Right then, she wanted nothing more than to strangle you. With no other choice, she had to sleep on the couch, rethinking her life decisions. Night passed. The next morning, you just woke up and are about to get out of bed when you hear a loud snore nearby. It was her, still fast asleep on the couch. A second later, with zero gentlemanly behavior, you walk over and kick her. The blow wakes it instantly. You order her to get up and make breakfast. Woken up so rudely, she is absolutely furious. Still, she quickly heads to the bathroom to change. Right after, you hide the camera in its spot. Seeing she finished changing, you immediately press her to go make some breakfast. And right as the signal returns, you and I can see people flooding back into the stream. I am speechless. He is the ultimate clueless guy. He finally has a female guest over. Shouldn't he cook something nice for her? He totally deserves to stay single forever. On the other hand, many are loving this show. Is this guy real? I would never dare say that to a girl. Is this the steel fist of an alpha male? He is hitting me so hard with facts it actually hurts. I am totally sold. I have to admit, watching this show is incredibly refreshing. It is so satisfying. While the chat debates furiously, she makes her stance very clear to you. She won't make breakfast. In fact, if you want her to buy something, you must send her the cash first. My entire life, other people have always bought me food. You are the host. How can you make your guest pay? If you want to eat, give me cash. Hearing her, you were about to let it slide, but right then the system notification rings. Harmful social trend detected. Activating mission. Reject the woman's demand and teach her a lesson to earn rewards based on your performance. The system that was dormant has finally awakened once again. To claim the prize, you launch into a direct speech. I was being very nice letting you stay. I only asked you to get breakfast. Is it really necessary to exaggerate like that? Didn't your parents teach you gratitude? You are lucky to have run into a good guy like me. Anyone else, and you would have been done for a long time ago. This lecture not only silenced her, but shocked the viewers. Instantly, the entire stream chat exploded with comments supporting you unanimously. Well said. People need to be grateful. You cannot spoil her like that. Speaking as a woman, seriously, why must men always pay when we go out? We have money too. Though most supported you, a group of female viewers started throwing insults. And that is how you and I left her completely stunned by that scolding. Let's dive in and see how she has to endure everything for her mission, even when he refuses to buy breakfast. She even made up some lame excuse about having no sense of direction, but you did not buy it at all. You pointed a finger at her, launching into another fierce scolding. If your direction is really that bad, how did you find me and talk to me alone last night? Do you take me for some easy fool? I was nice enough to let you stay, and now that I ask you to get breakfast, you give me excuses? This verbal beatdown left the livestream viewers shocked yet again, convinced that you are just a massive cheapskate. Breakfast costs a few dollars at most, and he won't even spend that. Can he not learn to be a gentleman like men elsewhere? He won't even pay for breakfast? A guy like this deserves to stay single forever. But on the other hand, another group of viewers was cheering with total approval. In today's society, you ask someone for pocket change for breakfast, and they act like you're taking their life. Well said. That argument was an unblockable critical strike. We all have parents who raised us, so why should he have to coddle her? Pay close attention here, because right after leaving her speechless from that scolding, the system notification suddenly rang in your mind. Congratulations, host, on receiving an S-rank evaluation. Your reward: 10% ownership of the Jingran residential complex, along with $350 million in cash. When you saw the bank transfer notification on your phone, even though you prepared yourself, you could not contain your excitement. Immediately, you stared right at Ba Ningbing and gave her two options. 1, get out and never come back. 2, go buy breakfast. Saying this, you shoved her out of the house and slammed the door in her face.
After finishing the breakfast she bought for you, you kicked her right back out the very next second. Because to you, women only slow down your delivery speed. Yet, desperate to stay by your side, she tearfully begged to tag along on your deliveries.
And just like that, the pitiful errand girl Ning Bing,
After trailing you on deliveries all day, ended up being ruthlessly kicked out by you at the very end. Right then, the hosts went live to congratulate our male lead on brilliantly clearing the first stage of the challenge. His accumulated prize pool has now reached 350 million. As long as he survives the remaining 29 stages, he can win the grand prize of up to 3.5 trillion.
Even though Ning Bing was eliminated in the second stage, we are sending a guest with a totally different vibe who will surely make him quit.
You saw that, right? Hearing the host's announcement, the live chat absolutely exploded. Meanwhile, you were playing video games in your room when your landlady suddenly called, asking if it was you, Shaolin. Your lease expires tomorrow. If you want to renew, I will have my granddaughter drop by tomorrow to collect the rent. Although you were now incredibly rich, you had gotten used to living in this exact room for the past 3 years. So you were in no rush to move out and decided to renew the lease without a single second thought. Oh, Shaolin, my granddaughter's around your age. If I remember correctly, you are still single, right? You seem like a great guy, so why not get to know each other? Do not refuse so quickly. I am just trying to play matchmaking Cupid. If anything happens, that is up to you two. The next morning, a loud knock suddenly rattled your door. Opening it, you found a stunningly beautiful woman with a smart, intellectual vibe waiting right outside.
I am Liu Ruyan, the landlady's granddaughter, here to collect next month's rent of 3.5 million.
Are you doing a bank transfer or mobile payment? At that moment, you still looked incredibly sleepy. Squinting your eyes, you let out a long yawn and replied that you preferred using mobile pay. But hearing about mobile pay, Lu Ruyan's face shifted instantly, revealing she was indeed the second special guest sent by the show. To take you down once and for all. The show's producers set it up so she would pretend to be your landlady's granddaughter to get close to you easily. Even though you totally ruined her plans, she gave you a charming smile, suggesting you add her contact for future payments. After adding each other, Li Ruyan quickly searched for any casual excuse to invite you out for breakfast with her. You did not overthink it at the time and accepted her invitation purely out of politeness. But to the livestream viewers, this scene was absolute proof that you had already fallen headfirst into her trap. Many said his self-control was a total lie after seeing him accept. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Stick with me to see if he's really after Lu Ruyan. While the chat was arguing, Liu Ruyan took him to a Kyojo-style breakfast spot and, classy as ever, paid the bill in advance. After that, they just chatted away while enjoying their meal. Based on your conversation, Liu Ruyan learned about your real estate plans, conveniently to boost her fake millionaire persona. The show production rented 10 exclusive apartments just for her to fake being a wealthy landlady. What a coincidence! I was actually heading to that office to sublease these 10 apartments myself. We can go together later, Liu Ruyan suggested eagerly, trying to subtly flex her fake high society status. This little performance of hers sent the livestream chat into absolute chaos. Wow, she is so impatient, bragging about her wealth already. Kick this manipulative gold digger off the show right now. Our innocent guy stands zero chance. Anyone would fall for her acting like a rich heiress now. But a second later, you casually replied that her family must have a pretty massive fortune. Seeing your ice-cold reaction, the chat went wild, like, wait, are my eyes playing tricks on me? Hold on, she mentioned 10 luxury apartments and he did not even blink. That is impossible. A gorgeous rich girl flexing, and he does not care? Even Liu Ruyan herself was completely stunned. After flexing her looks and money twice, he was supposed to crawl at her feet out of greed. That would easily expose him, but your completely indifferent attitude left her totally lost and confused. So, after finishing up breakfast, they headed over to the Xing Sheng real estate agency together. The second they walked in, an agent rushed over with a big smile, asking if they were looking to rent.
I am Liu Ruyan, here to finalize the subleases. I already spoke with your branch manager. The agent quickly guided them to the private VIP lounge, leaving the two completely alone in the massive quiet room. With no one else around, Lu Rian lost her patience and decided to make her move.
You know, my aunt wanted to set us up last night. I almost said no, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I fell in love instantly.
Hearing her sudden, passionate love confession, you were preparing to politely decline, when suddenly the system alert started blaring again.
Harmful social trend detected. Starting mission. 2 choices are now available for the host.
Option 1, accept her confession and become her submissive pet. Option 2, reject Lu Rian entirely.
The reward, 25% shares in the luxury July hotel. Hearing this, you freeze.
I know what you're thinking, and the live stream audience was thinking the exact same thing.
Is that it? What a letdown. I really thought he was rich enough to resist a pretty face.
I overhyped him. Where is the production crew? Kick this guy out of the show already.
Every guy in the chat assumes you have totally surrendered.
She literally confessed minutes after walking into the agency. Who could resist that? Bai Ningbing has absolutely no patience.
It is a totally unfair trap for anyone caught off guard. This makes no sense.
But right in the middle of their heated debate, your next words make everyone jump out of their seats.
You look straight at Bai Ningbing and say with a completely straight face, "Sorry, but I like men."
At that exact second, Bai Ningbing's face is a picture of absolute disbelief. She never imagined a gorgeous goddess like herself would get rejected so coldly, but she quickly regains her composure. Convinced you are just playing hard to get, she smiles proudly and insists that she really likes you.
If we date, I will ask my dad to buy us a multi-million-dollar mansion to move into immediately.
I am sorry, but I feel absolutely nothing for you. Hearing this, Bai Ningbing turns completely pale. You really feel nothing, or do you just think I am lying to you right now? I do not care about that at all, you reply coldly. I do not like you, simple as that. Even if you gave me the entire world, nothing would change. Instantly, the system alert blares once again. System notification. Rejection of Bai Ningbing's confession has been confirmed. You scored 27% of the July hotel. And trust me, we left her in total chaos.
Come with me to see how this girl joined the show just to get famous.
That was her only goal when she joined. But after your rejection, besides losing her big chance, her pride is deeply wounded and completely humiliated. Just thinking that her goddess image is falling apart makes her rage grow out of control. Who do you think you are? How dare you reject me? You are nothing but a cheap delivery boy. You do not even make a few $1,000s a month. What right do you have to reject me? He might be a delivery guy, but that does not mean he cannot earn well. Still, Bai Ningbing is already seeing red with rage. She points straight at your face and snaps. Do not make me laugh. If you really had money, you would not live in that cheap old apartment. Right in the middle of their argument, the sales manager, Pang Mingyun, happens to walk over. But when he hears your name, his face completely changes. Are you Mr. Fang, who is here to sign the paperwork today? The sudden appearance of Pan Mingyuan cuts off their noisy argument. After you confirm with a nod, Pan Mingyuan excitedly shakes your hand. Boss Fang, it really is you. He finally arrived. Now, pay attention here, because how Bai Ningbing and the crowd react will leave you stunned. Why is the sales manager calling him Boss Fang? No way, he is just a regular delivery guy. Where would he get the cash to buy a house? Meanwhile, Lu Yuran finally snaps out of her shock. She looks at Pan Mingyuan in total disbelief and asks why he calls him Boss Fang. He bought 20 apartments from us yesterday. I messaged him to come sign the purchase contracts today. He bought 20 entire units. He is a top VIP client of our agency. How could we not call him Boss Fang? The entire livestream audience is shocked. You seriously bought 20 apartments here all at once? In the comments, everyone is screaming, where on earth did he get that cash? 20 whole apartments. Just a moment ago, Li Rian was mocking him as a poor delivery guy without a single penny. Who knew he was actually a millionaire in disguise? What a brutal slap to her face. I know what you're thinking. It is hilarious how she wanted to show off and got totally humiliated. While the audience goes wild, Lu Rian cannot believe her ears. She never imagined that the humble delivery guy from a second ago would turn the very next second into a rich tycoon owning 20 luxury properties. Guided by the manager, you head to the office to wrap up all the remaining paperwork, leaving Liu Ruyan entirely alone in the lobby, waiting for some other agent to come help her.
At the same time, the show manager Su Man-wen secretly calls Lu Ruyan to tell her she is officially eliminated. After that, she starts picking the third female contestant who will be testing you next. On the other hand, when you walk out after signing everything, the production crew has already taken Lu Ruyan away.
So they decide to send several cameramen to secretly follow you from a distance.
Just as the audience sees you on screen again, the camera suddenly cuts to the show host. Congrats to our main actor for passing stage 2. The prize pool has already hit 1 billion dongs. Even though Lu Ruyan is out, this is just starting. Get ready for the arrival of Phase 3.
We'll send in a contestant with a totally different style, ready to charm him and make him fall instantly.
Hearing this, the male viewers in the chat go crazy. I told you, this guy is holding strong and has 1 billion saved up.
Next time, it will surely hit 1.7 billion. The second guest was weak. The game ended too fast.
By now, even some of the female viewers are starting to look at you with admiration.
Though most still think you are not a good catch. They say you are just cold, stubborn, and heartless. He just got lucky meeting Lu Ruyan. We cannot judge him on one test. What does he have to brag about? There are 28 rounds left, each harder than the last. I bet he will not even pass the third one.
While the chat argues fiercely, you, having just arrived back at the Jinran apartment complex,
receive a call from an unknown number. Hello, am I speaking with Mr. Fang, major shareholder of the exclusive July Hotel?
We would love to invite you to our shareholders meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Would you be available to attend?
Hearing this, you remember the reward from the system, 25% of the shares in that hotel. So you accept immediately, but you do not suspect that your words were secretly recorded by the show surveillance team. So get ready, because you and I will see what madness awaits in tomorrow's meeting. Come along with me, because these people have absolutely no idea that you actually own everything. Meanwhile, the show executive, Su Man-wen, hears everything from her crew and quickly cooks up a plan for the third guest who is about to show up.
Right on time for your date, you drive alone straight toward the luxurious 5-star July Hotel.
On the other side, Li Xia is welcoming the guests, completely dazzling everyone with her stunning and powerful beauty. She immediately approaches you and asks if you are just one of the staff members for the conference. Let me introduce myself. I am the Assistant General Manager of Jukai Hotel, and I welcome you. After you nod in confirmation, she starts leading you inside to give you a full tour of the place. However, during the entire walk, her attitude toward you is incredibly cold. It turns out the directors ordered her to act like a bossy leader to charm you with her elite distant vibe.
Along the way, every single time they pass someone, she steps ahead to greet them first.
But when you try to speak, she cuts you off and even reminds you to keep your mouth shut around high-class people.
This seems completely ridiculous to you, considering that you are actually the majority shareholder of this hotel.
So how is it even possible that, according to her, those guests have higher status than you?
Pay close attention here, because this is where you start crossing paths with the top executives.
The thing is, you actually know them, but none of them have any idea who you are. And to make things worse, she only introduces herself, completely refusing to introduce you.
Which naturally leads all those high bosses to mistake you for a simple, ordinary employee.
Tired of wasting your precious time, anger starts to build up, so you coldly ask why she didn't introduce you. Hearing this, she turns around and throws you a look filled with absolute pure contempt.
Why should I? You are nothing more than some rich kid with a little pocket change.
You are not on their level. Aren't you just a simple food delivery guy? As she says this, your expression turns colder by the second.
Do you not know who I am, you ask? But she just shrugs it off with a highly careless reply.
You are Fang Yuan, right? Seeing this, the viewers in the live chat join in to mock you. He is getting scared. Look at how Fang Yuan tries to defend himself. It is hilarious.
You are just a spoiled rich kid with some spare change. What gives you the right to demand introductions?
I know what you're thinking, and yeah, even the guys think you will fail now.
and while the stream chat explodes in arguments. The general manager of Jukai, Yan Chongdae, walks by and accidentally overhears your entire argument with her. Hearing your name, he freezes completely, but before he can react, she keeps acting incredibly arrogant.
You are nothing but a nobody with a little cash.
This place is not for you, so know your role and stay humble. Hearing her, your rage finally explodes completely. But right at that moment, the system activates with a loud notification. Toxic behavior detected. Mission started. If the host harshly scolds the woman, he will receive a huge reward after performance evaluation.
So you immediately point right at her face and explode with anger.
Are you plain dumb or are you genuinely clueless? I am the second largest shareholder. The hotel formally invited me to this meeting, and you have the nerve to tell me to stay humble? How did you become assistant manager without checking basic facts? She seems to care very little. She even lets out a mocking laugh, saying if you are a shareholder, she is the absolute owner.
I warn you, you can say whatever you want, but stop spreading such absolute nonsense.
At that exact moment, Yan Chongdae, who was eavesdropping, turns completely pale. Next second, he steps in furious, yelling to shut up and asking if she knows who she is talking to. She blindly assumes the shout is meant for you, mockingly asking if you heard that warning. He is the manager of Jukai, and I am the assistant manager. You are just a nobody. If it were not for me, do you really think someone of your level has any right to be here today? Hearing her, Yan Chongdo starts sweating bullets, and trust me, you and I are going to love what comes next. All right, you and I are about to see this guy completely shut down LeChat, pointing right at her nose and screaming at her.
He is the second largest shareholder of our Jukai hotel.
Hearing this, Li Sha feels like she just got struck by lightning. She stands there, completely paralyzed with shock. Meanwhile, you are absolutely furious, turning to Li Sha and telling her you do not get how she survived this long. I have been talking for ages, and you still have no idea who I am. With a brain like that, even a zombie would spit you out for being tasteless. Right now, the live stream audience is completely losing it. What on earth is happening? Is he really the second largest shareholder of Jokai?
Good grief. He does not just own 20 apartments. He also holds major shares in a super luxury hotel.
How many identities is this guy hiding? By now, your anger boils over after feeling like they played you all day. Lisha, I introduced myself right at the start, and you still did not know I own shares in this hotel. How on earth did you even become the deputy general manager? Instead of actually working, you just show off and abuse your power. You do not deserve this important position at all. Saying this, you look straight at Yan Chongde, asking if you can use your shareholder power to fire her. Yang Chongde nods quickly, saying that of course there is absolutely no issue with doing that. Then you coldly tell Li Sha her negligence caused a massive disaster, ordering her to pack up and head to human resources. Do not even bother showing up tomorrow. Hearing this, Li Xia turns completely pale. She never expected things to end like this. Right now, the system voice chimes in to congratulate you. For successfully lecturing Li Sha, you get an S rank score, 350 million dongs and 25% of Shizha Bao. Pay close attention here because we see you quickly pull out your phone to search what kind of company Shizha Bao is. The info loads fast. It is an exclusive, high-end boutique specializing in luxury custom-made suits. Their net annual income reaches a whopping 350 billion dongs, which means you will get 87,500 million dongs in dividends without lifting a finger. With that, Yan Chengde guides you deeper into the hotel, leaving behind a completely bewildered Li Shout who has no clue what to do next, along with the live stream viewers who were totally left in disbelief. Since the third guest failed so miserably, the production team holds an emergency meeting, deciding to send in a heavyweight contender. As soon as they confirm the new candidate, the live broadcast camera immediately cuts back to the host. First of all, congrats to our protagonist for passing the third trial. Currently, the prize pool has already reached 1,700,000,000 dongs. After discussing it with the production crew for our fourth guest, we have decided to bring in a genuine high society lady to present a much tougher challenge. If he passes this stage too, he gets 3,500,000,000 dongs. Can you even imagine the scale? The audience explodes with massive anticipation. Wow, the fourth guest is actually a high society woman.
Can this guy keep his cool? I do not know if he will survive the pressure, but I would definitely fold instantly.
It is impossible to resist that kind of temptation. Remember, this show is streaming live all around the globe. Brother, you are representing all the men of Juju. You must stay strong and not let outsiders look down on us.
On the other hand, some female viewers look smug, highly annoyed that you easily cleared the challenges of the previous 3 girls.
So now they desperately hope this highly sophisticated woman will knock you out of the game once for all. However, as the star of the show, you have absolutely no idea about any of this drama.
After attending the grand banquet at the hotel,
You drive straight to Jindy Plaza to shop for luxury clothes, while the show's cameraman follows you closely from the start. Meanwhile, the fourth guest who is about to appear, Shen Yusu, is quickly dispatched by the production crew to the Golden Land building after tracking your exact real-time location. When the camera finally focuses on Shen Yusu, the live chat section goes completely cold in shock. Heavens, this Shen Yusu is not just stunning, but incredibly elegant. They will definitely eliminate our protagonist this time. Is this the famous high society lady? She looks so sophisticated. Absolutely nobody can compete with that. We leave it here for now, but trust me, you and I are going to be shocked by this girl's real identity. She claims he faked his identity to join the show. If she ruins him, she'll be crowned a goddess. Come along with me to see if she actually pulls it off. That's how she'll get fame and fortune, making millions daily, as easy as blinking. Meanwhile, Shen Yusu and the producers were busy plotting how to corner and humiliate you in front of everyone. No matter how rich he is, if he has no respect or lacks sincerity, he is worthless. Today, I will expose his real face and true intentions to the entire internet. The moment she said those words, the audience instantly rallied behind her. Beautifully said. That is exactly how it should be. Shen Yusu speaks my mind. I cannot wait to see her performance today. Hopefully they will get rid of this guy today. While the live chat exploded, you were walking on the top floor of Golden Land, passing by several high-end fashion boutiques. Finally, you stopped before a very unique store. You stood right outside the highly exclusive Scabble fashion boutique. But seeing this, the female viewers started mocking you, so this is the cheap shop he wants to visit. I don't see anything special about this plain clothing store. I've never heard of Scabble. Must be some cheap brand. But the live stream also had some real connoisseurs, whom immediately began chiming in all at once. Oh my goodness, how dare they call it cheap? Scabble is the most luxurious and exclusive suit maker on earth. That is right. This tailor dresses royalty, and many international superstars are loyal clients of the brand. Pay attention here, because after being schooled by the experts, the viewers finally realized what was up. The tier of this tailoring is no joke. Brands like Hermes or Chanel cannot even compare to this level of exclusivity. I bet if you don't have at least a few $100,000, you wouldn't even dare step inside. While the crowd buzzed, you walked over to talk to the staff. After a quick exchange, the employee ran to get his manager. "Welcome, sir." "I'm the store manager, Chen." Manager Chen introduced himself politely, but when he saw your face clearly, his expression completely changed as he recalled Scabble's notification about the recent shift in major shareholders. And from the photo of their new top shareholder, he recognized you instantly. He quickly asked if you were Mr. Fang. Hearing that, Fang Yuan, you were slightly surprised. You didn't expect the news to travel so fast. Then you smiled and told him to relax. "I'm just here to order 2 high-quality custom suits." Hearing this, Manager Chen breathed a massive sigh of relief. He immediately summoned the master tailor to take your measurements and design the suits to your exact liking. Now look what happens while you were talking to the manager. Your entire conversation was being captured by people at the door. It was the show's camera crew. They used high-tech gear to record everything, and when the audience heard a single suit cost $7 billion, the chat exploded instantly. Unbelievable. That is over $1.7 billion per meter of fabric. That is unbelievably expensive. So this is how the ultra-rich live. $7 billion for one suit. Which means 2 suits are $14 billion. Incredible. It's like wearing 2 massive mansions on your back.
All the female viewers who mocked you earlier were left completely speechless.
I thought those 100 million designer bags were the ultimate luxury in the world. I can't believe a tailored suit costs 7 billion. This goes way beyond my wildest imagination.
While you were ordering your suits, Shen Yusu had arrived at the underground parking of Golden Land.
She was visibly decked out from head to toe in incredibly expensive designer brands.
She even carried a limited edition Amaze bag worth over 350 million.
To force a casual encounter, she didn't hesitate to borrow a Lamborghini Aventador from the production team,
Parking it right next to your Lamborghini Veneno, but just as you finished shopping and were leaving. A crew member immediately alerted Shen Yusu, who bolted straight down to the underground parking upon receiving the text. Don't miss this, because after walking a bit, she spotted you nearby. Seeing her target finally appear, a mocking smirk quickly spread across Shen Yusu's face. Lips.